Welcome. In front of me I have the OPPO Reno 5Z, and today I will show you how you can bypass Google verification on any kind of OPPO device running Android 13. So in any case, to get started, you will need to have internet connection, and you will also need a second phone, which can be any kind of Android device. I'll be using some kind of cheap Nokia for this, but like I said, any phone with Google Play Store will work, with minor caveats to some phones for some reason not having access to the application that we'll need to download, but those probably will be rare cases, and I assume this is just in regards to like really old devices. But in any case, talking about this phone right now, you can see that it is locked using the screen lock pattern, and if I close this, it's also locked using Google account. Now, to get started with the bypass, you will need to connect to Wi-Fi network, which I have already done so. I need to back out to it, but if you are at the welcoming screen, you would need to progress forward, connect to your network, and once you connect to it, if it goes to the next page, just back out back to the connect to Wi-Fi page, and you can stay on it. Next, we're gonna click on the eye icon, with the circle with an eye in it, that is next to the connected network, not the ones below. Just to kind of demonstrate, if we select the ones below, they just have these two informations, while the one that we're connected to gives us much more options. Next, you want to select share. I am going to hover my hand over it because it will bring a QR code along with the password being visible, so I kind of don't want to show that. But you can see right here at the bottom shows up with a nearby option, so you want to click on that, then continue, and then allow and need help sharing. From here, click on the three dots and select share article and choose messages. New message. In the to field, which is selected by default, type in any kind of number. It doesn't need to be real, and we don't need to have a SIM card. As you can see, I don't have a SIM card inserted in the device whatsoever, so whatever. Anyway, we're going to confirm that number, or whatever number you typed in, and this automatically pastes in the article link. So we want to select it, and I'm going to select cut to get rid of it. Next, you want to type in www.youtube.com. Now, it is very important that you add the extension of www. The reason for that is, without that extension, when you click on the link, it will open up YouTube in a pop-up view. And the pop-up view does not have all the options that we need to have. While adding this little bit under assuming extension opens up YouTube in its normal application form factor, which additionally gives us all the options that we need. So anyway, let's select send and click right here to load the preview, and then tap on the image. And for some reason, it's still messed up, so that's not what we need. Now, the only thing that I can assume had the problem is the fact that the first W was big. Let's try that again. There we go. So even a difference in small or big letter, as you can see, gives us a completely different result. And in any case, once YouTube is open, you want to click right here on this account icon, go to settings, then about, and choose Google Privacy Policy. Select without using an account, continue, allow, and then in the search bar, you want to navigate to HardReset.Info/bypass. Like so. And here we're gonna scroll down to settings, so right over here, and next navigate to home screen and a lock screen, and choose home screen layout. on the home screen you will find Tools folder. Now before I do anything else, I am going to quickly clarify something for the future. Right now we have access to the home screen. Device is still fully locked. As you can see, if you try to, for instance, grab it and pull down your notifications, that doesn't happen. There is no notifications to pull down because the device still thinks that it's in setup screen, and also we don't have a bunch of additional options here. Now, this is also one of the reasons why we won't do what we will at the end, which is navigate to settings and reset the device, because if we would do that right now, the device still thinks it's in the setup process, so such a reset would not give us anything. The device would then go back to keeping every security in its memory and go back to being, well, still locked. So I'm mentioning this because later on, after we're nearly done, this will be the exact opposite. I'll clarify that further once we get to it. But right now we want to navigate to Tools and Clone Phone Application. Select that this is the new device. Allow. Other Android. And this phone is now ready. Next, grab your second phone that you have access to. And in the Play Store, search for Clone Phone. As you can see, I wrote in here. And locate the one that is from OPPO. Next, install it. And the reason I uninstalled it is because once we open it up, it asks us for a bunch of different things that we need to grant permission to. So I do want to keep it in the same exact way. Anyway, select open and then select agree and continue. Start migrating and then settings, enable, go back, start migrating, settings, find the Clone Phone app. I have two of them. This one is from OnePlus, this one is from OPPO. Technically the same company and both of them work the same way, but for the purpose of this video, I'm using the OPPO version of it, so you need to enable that and go back once more, and again, settings, toggle on, go back, okay, settings, toggle on, go back, while using the app, and allow. And as you can see, we have now our camera open. There we go. So what you want to do is simply point the camera at the QR code. There we go. Now these two devices will connect to each other. And on here you'll find that it shows you everything that is on the device, automatically selects all of it. So we will now deselect everything by clicking this checkbox right at the top. Next, click on the apps, a field, not the check mark. And this will display all the installed applications on your phone. I recommend picking one that has the smallest size. So for instance, calculator in this case is only 5 megabytes. So that's what I will select and then click on OK. Next, check the box, start migrating. And we're done. Cool. So we can get rid of this device. Now we need to wait a little bit longer for it to finish here. And it just did. Now, as you can see, it says that it failed. So successful 0, failed 1. That is completely irrelevant. The fact that we went through migration already opens up different kind of process for setup. So we're just gonna select done. And this now skips over the verification process and automatically goes to the next page or a couple pages further, which is the navigation style. Select your preferred navigation style. Skip adding any kind of protection right now. Select done and get started. Now this will again bring us to the home screen, but now the device is unlocked, or not unlocked, but actually the setup is finished, which changes up how the device reacts when we go into the settings. Here you want to go to additional settings, backup and reset, reset phone, erase all data, and you're going to press on that button once again to begin factory resetting the device. Now, to explain what we are doing this for, even though we have access to the home screen, the device is still locked. By performing a factory reset through settings, when the device is done with the setup, the device will literally force Android to remove all the protection from it. So previously used Google accounts, screen locks, those will be completely deleted, and therefore the device will become unlocked. Now that will take a couple minutes obviously because it's going through a reset. Once that's finished, you'll be in the setup screen, at which point you can go through it in whatever way you want to, as it is fully unlocked at that point. Now, that being said, I'm not going to go over the reset on the video just because it's fully automatic process and shows literally nothing. Once it's completed, obviously you automatically see the setup screen, and I'm pretty sure you know how to go through the setup screen. And obviously it's all preferential, so choose whatever you want at that point. So with that being said, hopefully you found this video helpful, and if you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.